So we have neighbors. Some neighbors we're friendly with. Some neighbors we're not so friendly with. Some neighbors are fun. Some neighbors are annoying. But I think we can all agree that regardless, we probably have a nickname for the neighbor that we don't know so well. Right? And because you don't know their names, you just refer to them as...
Or maybe you do know their names.
Right.
And you have given them a nickname either way.
Like, I don't know. Red pickup truck dude.
Mm-hmm.
What Amanda, growing up in Memphis, lived in a little cul-de-sac, and she had mean mama across from her.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because the woman was older and she was mean. Mean mama.
Yeah.
There was a woman that lived across from us whose last name was Wernst.
Okay.
Now, I'm too young to remember this, but my brothers will remember this. And they used to call her Mrs. Worst.
That's funny.
So you had Mrs. Worst. In my old neighborhood, when I lived in Ballantyne, just outside of Charlotte, we had Custom Van Guy because he had a customized van with like a wolf looking at the moon. It was like a painted mural on the side of his van.
And what did you call him?
Customized Van Dude.
Okay. That's so like specific.
I know, but like Amanda knew exactly who I was talking about.
When we lived in our old house here in Charlotte, the guy behind us, he was like this old, like kind of crotchety old man. And he reminded me of my dad, though. Mm-hmm. So we used to call him Old Man Joe. His name was not Joe, but he reminded me of my dad. So that's what we called him.
We got a text from someone that says our old neighbor was Chubby Booty. Somebody else texted in and said mean old man.
Yeah.
What's the funny name of your neighbor, or growing up, what was your neighbor nicknames? Let's get a list going. We'll have a good laugh this morning. We all could use a laugh today.
You know, there's like hot neighbor. There's got to be, there's definitely like a group where you're like, oh, hot dude from the pool, or
hot neighbor. Yeah. Yeah. Like, I'm definitely annoying neighbor, or I'm like nosy neighbors, probably what my neighbors call me.
Yeah. You're definitely nosy neighbor.
Nosy neighbor. We have a woman in our neighborhood who is divorced and she lives alone. So we call her Alone Neighbor. We're like, should we ask Alone Neighbor if she wants to come down? Like, yeah, go ask Alone Neighbor.
I'm probably like shouty neighbor because I'm always shouting at my kids in the yard.
Yelly neighbor.
Yeah.
Somebody says we have Ric Flair. Looks exactly like the wrestler Ric Flair. Somebody else says we have Shirtless Guy. He always goes outside without a shirt on. It got to the point where my sister was willing to buy him a shirt to see if he'll wear it.
How do you give it to him?
Just throw it at him. Hey, Shirtless Guy.
Got you something.
Someone else said we have Lazy Dog Lady. Her dogs always escape and she never goes after them. We have a neighborhood, one of the houses in our neighborhood that got busted for drugs. It was a big drug sting, and it was widely known as the drug house in the neighborhood.
Oh, boy.
Even though those people no longer live there. Yeah, I know. And then what do you tell the people that move into the drug house?
Oh, you lived in the dealer's house.
Yeah.
Neighborhood dealer. And I don't mean cards.
And there, people start tearing through the walls looking to see if there's any money left over.